Today I'd like to introduce you to my new camera bag. It looks like a backpack, but it is also a sling bag and a duffel bag, which is pretty neat, huh? In this video, I'm going to share with you more details about this uniquely modular bag, what fits inside, and who it is for. This bag is called the Manfrotto Pro Light Multiloader, and it comes in just one size, 26 liters. It's one of 5 new bags that Manfrotto unveiled in October 2021. And yes, that's Manfrotto as in the tripod makers, but they actually make bags too. But to be honest, I've never been a big fan of them just because of their designs. They just never really appealed to me. But all of that changes with the new Pro Light bags. I think these look really sleek and not obviously like a camera bag, which is a huge plus. So starting from the outside, it's made of ripstop nylon, so it's pretty water resistant. But it also comes with a duo-phase sun and rain cover to not only repel rain, but also reflect sunlight so that your bag doesn't overheat. So there are 4 standout features about this bag that I think are worth mentioning. The first is the fact that it comes with 2 tripod attachment points. There's one on the front and one on the side. Now, to be honest, I don't usually carry more than 1 tripod, but this could be handy if you need a tripod and a monopod, or maybe a tripod and a light stand. So it's really nice to have those options for carrying your gear. Standout number 2 are pads and straps for easy carrying. On the back side of the bag, you'll find 3 of my favorite features, as they all have to do with comfort, which is really key for backpacks. There's thick padding for your back, double chest straps that are adjustable, and a padded waist belt. And I say these are my favorite because, let's be real, backpacks, especially when they're loaded down with gear, can really weigh you down. So it's really important to be as comfortable as possible when you have to carry everything. And a lot of backpacks on the market are usually missing one, if not all, of these features. Next, let's talk about how you get inside to access your gear. Now, most camera bags have only 1 access point, or 2 if you're lucky. This bag has 4 different ways to get inside, which is really remarkable. The first is the main front door, which opens into a fully padded camera gear compartment. This is how you can easily access all of your gear at once. But there are also 2 side doors and a top door, and all of these allow for quick access to gear that is placed near these locations. Now, despite the convenience, you might think that having all of these ways to open the bag is a security issue, but there's actually an easy way to lock all of the bag doors, and the bag even comes with a Tsa Approved Lock. Speaking of TSA, the Manfrotto Multiloader is a carry-on approved bag for most major airlines, but definitely double check before you book a flight. And finally, let's talk about the feature that really sold me on this bag, and that's the fact that it transforms into 3 different bags. You can customize the harness and the straps to carry the bag as a backpack whenever you want maximum comfort and ergonomics. Or you can configure it into a sling bag whenever you need quick access to your gear. Or it can become a duffel/shoulder bag whenever you need on-the-go access to your gear. And I think this is pretty ingenious because I actually own camera bags in backpack, sling, and shoulder bag form, and I often select which bag I want to use based on how I feel like carrying all of my gear. So the fact that this bag can transform into all of those different types of bags is really great in terms of ergonomics and also usability. Now let's talk about what this bag can hold. Now, outside of the main compartment, you can carry a 15-inch laptop, a tripod, and a light stand, or multiple tripods if that's your thing. Now, in the main compartment, you'll find dividers that can be customized to your exact needs, or they can be taken out completely if you want a totally empty bag. These dividers are newly engineered and they promise the highest level of protection and shock resistance. So using the current configuration that came with the bag, here's what I was able to fit. Now, even though you can put all of this camera gear into this bag, doesn't necessarily mean that you should. I really had my doubts about if I was going to be able to comfortably wear this bag because as I'm holding it with one hand, it feels so heavy. But I have to say that these shoulder straps are really comfy, they're nice and padded, and actually I really appreciate having the 3 straps. So having the waist strap is really nice, but actually having this double strap here is a little awkward for females, but it gives you so much extra support. It makes it much easier to hold a heavy load on your bag. Or on your back, not your bag. Now, I'll be honest, I own a lot of camera bags, more than I own purses. And the simple reason is I'm always carrying different amounts of camera gear with me depending on what I'm gonna go shoot. The Manfrotto Multiloader is by far my largest camera bag aside from my roller bags. So I'd reach for it anytime that I have to bring my entire camera kit with me. I love that it fits all of my gear inside, but also has ergonomic features so that I can comfortably haul everything around. And most of all, I love how easily I can transform this bag from a backpack to a sling to a duffel bag. And because of how easily this bag can be converted, I'd probably reach for this as my main travel bag if I needed to fill it partway with clothing or items that aren't camera gear. But now I'd love to turn it over to you guys. What do you think about this camera bag? Would you use it, or do you have another camera bag that you prefer to use instead? Or are you like me and you just collect camera bags just because? Let me know in the comments below.